Do you ever look at your favorite golfer and go, how do they create that beautiful shallowing motion in transition? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can do this. Welcome back to another episode of 3-Minute Thursdays, where every single Thursday I post a video on a complicated topic where I simplify it down in just 3 minutes. Now, without further ado, let's chuck the timer up on the screen and let's get straight into this video. So, how can we get this club shallowing? Well, first of all, we need to define what shallowing is. So, if I bring in the downline view, as I go back at left arm parallel or lead arm parallel in the backswing, if I was to draw a line down the shaft and then I was to continue to the top of the backswing and come back to left arm parallel in the downswing, I would want to see that this shaft is on a flatter plane than where it went back up. How do we actually do this? Well, one of the most popular ways of getting this steeper to shallow pattern is by actually focusing on the left forearm. Now, there are two ways that this left forearm can rotate that we're focusing on today. It can supinate, which is where my thumb twists away from my body, or it can pronate, where it twists inwards. Here's the best way of knowing which one is which. Supination, this way, is like holding a bowl of soup. If I do it, I'm just gonna flip the club over just to make it a little bit lighter, and I do that now, so I twist my thumb gently to the left. You can see it's excessively steep, and if I now twist it to the right, it's excessively shallow. So that is the complete over-exaggeration on the spectrum. But if we can actually use those feels to our advantage, we're going to see that we're going to be able to create this beautiful steep to shallow pattern. So you can think of it in terms of your thumb. If you just take the club, flip it over and grip it below the club head, it's going to be a lot lighter. Think about where your thumb's pointing. You're going to feel like you get your thumb pointing upwards in the backswing. And then in the transition, you're going to feel like you can rotate your forearm. So pronate it is the fancy term, to where that grip is dropping behind you as the hands are still staying high. So we're going to go supination, pronation, rotate to the left, rotate to the right. And that is going to get us that steep to shallow pattern. Now, I know a question is going to be, well, Giles, hold on a second. If I'm rotating the club this way, isn't it going to open the face? Well, it does. Shallowing does open the face, but as long as you match it up with a good grip and good wrist conditions, so as long as you're not cupping your lead wrist, you'll be absolutely... The biggest key is in transition, you want to be feeling like you can rotate your thumb away from you and down this way in order to get the club shallowing as much as possible. So here's what it should look like. You can go to the top, pause, feel like you let that club drop, and then you can swing through. Now again, you're never going to achieve that position in real life, but if we can exaggerate this, then we can then translate those feelings to our golf swing to produce a lot better motions. So here's what I want you to do. Go to the top of the backswing, feel that forearm, that left forearm go twist inwards, and then swing down. So now if I do that just a couple of times, my hands are staying still, rotate it and through. Now if I do it all in one full motion, you can see how I'm able to really get that club shallowing in transition. Let me just hit a shot for you at about 20–30% speed, just so you can see this action in motion. So I'll go to the top, get that club nice and steep, and then really shallow it and through. Then from there, gradually build up your speed, and here's what it should look like at full speed.